Oh hey, I'm live. Hello, really longathon. Welcome to Donkey Kong Country Returns. Not actually, this is Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch, as told, because this thing has funky modes. And funky is cool. So, I'm sorry this is not a really long, a fun-esque game. It's only any percent. But hey, I'm here to fill in and to have some fun. So, I'm not starting from the main menu, because there's a 4-minute long unskippable cutscene. We speed gamers, we don't really care about the unskippable cutscenes. So we're starting from here. I was in stage already to preload, to save 9 seconds on the load because of how the game works. Yes, fast Kong. Let's go. So timer can start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So the way the loading works, this is like the least interesting part about it, but don't worry about it, is every world has some assets and then the stage assets gets loaded, meaning that every time we go to a new world, yeah, the first load of every world is a little bit longer. Anyway, Funky Kong, he can jump, he can run, he can be funky, and he is pretty much OP. You might call him easy mode for the casual under us, but for us speed gamers, he's just faster and giving us way more options. There are some things that Donkey Kong can't do on his own. Okay, I got hit there. Funky Kong can do everything by himself and a little bit more. He can double jump even. He can roll on water. I forgot if Donkey Kong himself could do that. Yeah, this is the second modern Donkey Kong game. The first one being DKC Returns, which was a phenomenal game. I ran that as well. However, all these weird camera actions, that is something they couldn't do back on the Wii, so that's why this game came to exist on the Nintendo Wii U. Great game, not a lot of people played it, so they ported it to Switch with Funky Kong. And have I said that Funky Kong is cool? I mean, he has a surfboard and sunglasses. What can I say about that? Very and fast. Damn, that's a secret. So, instead of being on one island, as is the case in DKC Returns, I'm on a lot of islands. Because my own island has been breached and stolen. That's a swimming skip. There's also a lot of other fun tech. One of the things that Funky Kong can do is a jump grab. A grab jump. Yeah, it's a grab jump. So because I can do a double jump, if I do a grab input, which is Y in my for now, and then jump again, for whatever reason, I'm getting a lot more height, and I am abusing that to get some really weird stuff. Because this is a marathon, I'm just gonna go for it. There's a really difficult grab jump coming up right now. And I got it! Those are some really tight inputs. I haven't done that in over half a year. Since I haven't played the game in over half a year. And I am pretty proud that that happened. Okay, this run can only go worse from now on. Yes, I do see a question, what does NDA refer? That means no death abuse, as was mentioned by Pink Pajama. No? Pool. There's a mechanic in this game, where if you die 8 times, the game is saying, hey, it looks like you're dying 8 times. This stage might be too difficult for you. Do you want to skip it? And that is faster in 8 out of the 41 stages that are in the game. But because that is lame, it is fast, but it's pretty lame. The main category is no death abuse. Oh. I thought he would go up a little bit earlier. Am I really almost going to die? That is interesting. But have no fear, the FK barrel was too slow. Oh my lord. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm like right here anyway. So speaking about health, you see that I have 5 hearts, which is a lot. Which also adds to the point that Funky Kong is pretty much overpowered and easy modes. I can have 4 hits before anything disastrous happens. This is different with the Donkey Kong and his friends. I will refer to Donkey Kong and family a whole lot because they are important for this run as well, if I chose to do so. So, for example, if Donkey Kong has a friend, he has 4 hearts, but you only have 1 hit that you can take before anything bad happens, because by the second hit, your friend will be gone. So you're only with DK, and DK is, on its own, is slower than just Funky Kong himself. Talking about easy modes, remember how in DKC Returns... Where did I get the hit there on purpose? I was like, I remember doing this for a good reason. In DKC Returns, you only had 1 heart in the vehicle. In Tropical Freeze, you had 2 hearts all of a sudden. And because it's a funky mode, we have 3. And believe me, sometimes they are needed. I might need to grind stacks in a little bit. Okay, just because I can, I am going for full Kong in a little bit. Yeah, I died there. Yeah, this is an auto-scroller. There's a little way you can go a little bit faster by jumping up slopes like right here. And taking slopes that I didn't do. But that's not something you would see in an RTA run, only in time trials. Speaking of which, the time trial scene is really, really big. And this game has a really alright built-in like time attack leaderboard and whatnot. I say alright, not perfect or good, because the current record in the first stage is pretty much bugged. You can see him just standing still, jumping every now and then, stuck, and all of a sudden at the end he's like, hello, I finished. So we think they hacked. We're not entirely sure what actually happened there. If I actually finish way underestimate with well, with these 2 deaths, who knows what's gonna happen. I am actually going to show off some of those time attacks because I can just show them off. Assuming Marathon Tech has no issues with that. My current personal best is a 1:30 and 1 second. So that's like 10 minutes underestimate, but this game is difficult. I'm already 41 seconds behind, but it doesn't matter. So in a normal run, if you're like really high leveled, you would already switch over to Donkey Kong together with Cranky Kong. Because for whatever reason, they really broke the boxes. Like the hitboxes with Funky Kong for whatever reason. Oh, darn. I wanted to try to do a trick that's called the God Caught. See if I can do it again. Because I want to beat this fish as fast as possible. Which means in air. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Because the earlier I kill all of the enemies, the earlier I can hit Pompey. Yeah, Pompey is the first boss, with some banger background music. Yeah, I'll show that off later as well. Getting hit here is not that problematic. Need to wait out these 8 penguins. I'm actually gonna get hit here on purpose. No, that was the 8th that I was thinking about. Oh well. The next fight, however, is more interesting. Okay. Last phase. Every boss has 3 phases with 3 hits in each. So that's pretty easy to understand. Early hit? That was an early hit? And that is World 1. Last phase was pretty good. Can't complain about that one. Alright, that was Tutorial Island. From here on out, it's becoming less. It's becoming more and more difficult. Like you can fall in pits, for example. It's fun because I got into this game together with a friend, Ronald. And we're calling this stage the Netherlands just because of the abundance of windmills. Yeah, there's a lot of fun platforming you can do here. Unfortunately, I got hit there and cycles. I love how I started playing so well and then the ads happened and then no more good cycles. Okay, you can definitely tell that I haven't been in here. Okay, I got past this, and from this point on, should be good. Something important about this game is that most stages are not on cycles, they're on camera-based cycles. So everything starts happening the moment they appear on screen, or close to it at least. Also, this is fun. I'm just rolling off here, do a grab jump, and I barely make it. It'd be fun if I actually fell in, because marathon luck. However, there are 3 stages, one of which is coming up in a little bit, where everything is loaded and happening the moment the level starts. So generally it's not too difficult, but the moment the stage actually loads, or one little mistake and your whole thing of, okay, what am I going to do, changes. So every jump is a little bit different. And just like in every? No, Donkey Country 3 doesn't have Rambi. Okay, just like every DKC game, you have some buddies here. Like our not happy friend Rambi. Rambi is, he's special, he's slow, and I'm not technically required to use him, but it's fun. There's some speed tech that you need to know about Rambi. Like, the moment I go out of my run, I need to like reboot the run, and that takes like half a second, or it's half a second slower. So the top thing that you want to do is either stay airborne or stay on the floor as long as possible. And you can walk over gaps for whatever good reason. There's some cool speed things you can do with him, like there. Can I do another one? Oh yeah, look at that speed. This is a really fun stage to just mess around in. And with staying airborne, bumping on enemies is also perfectly fine. Not bumping on him, but I do want to bump on that little rat, because I can just keep running here. That's a stage. And that was another gold. Whoa, I thought these loading screens were optimized, but it sure has been a while. Okay, welcome to Horntop Hop. This is one of those, what's the technical term for it? One of the stages where the cycles happen as soon as the level loads. Meaning all of these leaves, mostly these leaves, are based on the music. And those horns, yeah. So I just don't want to make any mistakes, preferably. Probably talk a little bit about the story, because you see penguins everywhere. Okay, this is actually one of the less fun things about this game. As you can see, I have a hover. I activate that with the same button as I do when jumping. So if you mistime your double jump a little bit, or mistime a bump, for whatever reason, I need to listen to the music here for audio cues. You go into hover and you lose all of your speeds. Okay, that was fine. Oh, did I miss? Oh well, that wasn't too bad. If I do say so myself. Do I need this? I don't think I need the lights. No, sunlight. Okay, story. So we get kicked off our own island, and we need to get back. Why I have to go over all the other islands, I do not know, but... honestly, for a platformer, who needs a story, am I right? Okay, this is the second stage, and this one really breaks open all the stops. Good music. Cool camera stuff. A little bit of speed tech, which isn't too important in RTA. Still fun to do. Fun collectibles that don't waste any time. Whee! If someone steals your bananas, I'm so sorry this isn't DKC1. And boat physics. You can't forget being in a boat. Wait, what? Mark my words, we're going to die in literally every auto-scroller there is. At least I got the N. So I'm collecting all these Kong letters right now. I don't have to recollect it, fortunately. And if you get all of them in a world, you unlock a special, really difficult level. Obviously, I'm not going for that because that's slow, and that's something for 100%. Okay, at least it's a sub 20, I'm happy. And these puzzle pieces that I keep getting are not too important, actually. Okay, I got full Kong, which I don't think I got last stage. Along as a 100% run? A little bit over 2 hours. It's not too weird. Also, don't mind me. The natural sunlight was a little bit annoying. Okay. Here. Yeah, this looks way better. Okay, so back on the Wii U, you would always keep Cranky, because Cranky, he is the speedrun master. He has a pogo. And that pogo, if you would pogo with it, think about how Scrooge McDuck does it in DuckTales. You would not lose any speed with him. But since there's like a lot of bits here... That's not what I was supposed to do. Like, the moment you're doing that, you're committed. And there's no way to save yourself. So here you would actually switch over to Dixie Kong, who is actually just a better Diddy Kong, and there's no good reason to use Diddy Kong in the air. So you would switch over to Dixie Kong over here, and then get back to Cranky Kong in the next stage. Also because he's faster with her hair. There. I'm not gonna start a discussion who is cooler, Scrooge McDuck or Cranky Kong. This stage has my favorite Windows font as a name, Wingding. This is a semi-auto scroller. Because there are these bells, or these vines that I need to, well, drive on, and then these bells that I need to hit. There's a little bit of speed tech. If you can, don't jump unnecessarily, and try to get the, like, hang on to the top, or not top. No! I'm gonna die. To the start of a thing. Please say that there was a... Yeah, there is. So I accidentally jumped over these bells over here. And that was bad. Like here I can just fall off and actually get a little boost. A little bit farther away, but that's not possible everywhere. I do need to jump over there. Cranky is a true speedrunner. Because I'm a sucker, I'm doing a lot of extra stuff just to stay entertained for a bit. Like, there's no reason to get down there, get the N, and then come back. And a little bit of a speed boost. guess what? There's a barrel in here. So, unlike Donkey Kong Country Returns, which has a metal route, because it's actually faster to get a key in World 3, 4, and 7, I think. Yeah, exactly those. There is not an alternative path here that I need to watch out for. There's an alternative path, but I don't have to watch out for anything. Just do my levels and don't stray away from the route. In any case, this is also a really, really fun boss. I forgot his name. But Skull. And he throws down all of his kids. Can I please? Oh. Never mind. Please throw down your kids again. Okay, this is way better. So the first phase, while easy, I kind of forgot how to do my controls. It's been a while. Phase 2 is a little bit more difficult and painful if you miss it. But not too painful. 1, 2, 3, hit this little owl baby. 1, 2, hit. So that this thing spawns. And that is a perfect phase 2. Give him the chance to spawn 3 of his babies. And then juggle them a little bit. Anyway, phase 3, this is the most painful one. Because he only gives you 2 babies here. And there's one spot where you can jump on his face. And if you mess that up, you have to do all of this, what he's currently doing again, which wastes an additional 40 seconds. And because I'm Funky Kong, I can just, you know, jump on spike helmets. So that is one. Now I need to keep this baby safe. He will fall down once in the middle. Then closer to me. Then I need to walk with the baby. Jump in his face. And then throw against him. That was nice. Except for phase 1, but let's not talk about that. Also, something really good about the Switch version of this game. All boss RNG is gone. Or most boss RNG. There's still one boss with a little bit of RNG. But the big things are gone. Oh. Opposed to the Wii U version. Hello, Mr. RPG himself, Tempest. So for this upcoming stage, I'm going to be a little bit quiet. Not because I have nothing to say. Because the music is so good. Welcome to The Lion King. This stage also has a global cycle. There's actually one race that I'm doing in the stage. And that is racing against this zebra. I unfortunately missed that cycle, which costs 6 seconds or so. Yeah, this is one of the stages I need to practice in case I get into a marathon, I guess. I was hoping to actually bounce on his face for some extra height. Yeah, look how happy everything is. Can't believe that there's like an actual bad boss here. Shout out to 3-1. Something really obscure, but if you actually notice about some stuff, or notice the map and the theme of the stage, this world is trying to tell a story, or at least the first half of this world. It's all pretty happy. This stage is also pretty happy still. But a little bit later, some stuff happens. But look at all the happy little owls who are just, you know, playing around, taking the lower path here for the O. Not for a good reason again. And if I go deep, that's what I mean with the hovering being a little bit too sensitive. I wanted to bounce on the little bird over there, but because I was a few frames too early, I went into a hover mode, lost all my speed, and that is a thing that can happen and kill your run. Yeah, basically not kill your run. It could, but kill your character. Okay, let's do a sport. How many times can I jump over this thing without collecting it? 5. Which is my high score, I think. Going so far. In any case, if you look at the minimap, there is some stuff happening in this stage. All of a sudden there's a tornado. Welcome to Frantic Fields. This is one of the coolest time attack stages if you know how to control Cranky Kong, and even more than that. There's a storm brewing. This is also 1 in 3 stages that has Rambi in it. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna say hello to Rambi. Oh. I just wanted to explain the rules of, all of these hurricanes. So if you walk or roll through them, everything is okay. If you jump through them, it's not okay. If he's going the same way as you are, he will let you go through. Otherwise, he will pull you back. Bad hurricanes. Okay, this is a little bit random. There are a few patterns that can happen here. Yeah, Rambi is only faster there a little bit. But because of his startup lag that Rambi has, I prefer going with just Funky Kong. Also, Funky Kong is just fun to control at all with the grab jumps and whatnot. Don't jump too high or I will go into a bonus and it wastes a lot of time. That happened a few times. Even in a marathon setting, that was interesting to show off as well. There. That was not a bad stage. I don't remember the loading screens lagging a little bit. Doesn't matter. So, this stage is called Scorching Torch, and the whole stage is, well, on fire. Getting hit there on purpose. Because I can, as Funky, I am taking a lot of damage in a few stages. This is one of them. Because there's a refill like somewhere halfway. And why not, right? A lot of fun stuff. There's no way, unless you wait, to get armed over there. Some swinging finds that Funky Kong can go through very easily. That is the end of Scorching Torch. Okay, so I should mention that David Wise is a helping composer for this game. David Wise, who doesn't know him. And then this stage is the only stage in the game that has aquatic something, ambiance, as a theme. Listen to it. All 5 seconds of it before it transforms into the rocket theme, City Fluted Edition. The whole theme of this stage is it's like in a forest, and they have flutes in the forest. Oh. And then if I did not get hit, I could actually just... Oh. I got a heart. Nice. So right now I can just hang back, hold A or B, whatever the jump button is, and do this until the end of the stage. Actually, I should mention that this is the first stage we're seeing with alternate exits. Back if you were playing with Donkey Kong and his friends, you either needed Cranky Kong or Dixie Kong to get to the bonus that we're getting now. But obviously, because Funky Kong is a one-man army and has a double jump, and a grab jump at that, I can take this alternate exit. Instead of going to 3-6, I'm going to 3B, Bramble Scramble, which you might recognize the name from Donkey Kong Country 2. With those barrel maze stages. Also, Bramble Scramble, something similar. This is, I mean, there are brambles everywhere, but this is different, where the stage builds itself. Obviously, with Funky Kong, stage is a little bit easier, but I totally lost the what a stage should look like. So. It's been a while, okay? I probably should have got that. For a speedrunner, this should be no problem. So, with that, am I calling myself not a speedrunner, or...? Match through here because I have all the health in the world. Yeah, that could have been worse, fortunately. And that is the end of World 3. Boss Triple Trouble. Say hello to Kaboom? I forgot the name. But yeah, this is a special kind of boss where the same formula applies. However, it's a little bit different, and I think I actually somewhat messed it up. So all of these baboons have free health. I want to hit that guy. But the moment I kill one of them, they regain their health and they go to the next phase. Oh no, I missed. So technically I would have killed that guy as well right now. But unfortunately, he is too strong. Okay, let's see if I'm a good basketball player. Kobe! No, I'm not. I'm not a good basketball player. There's nothing too much to say other than this looks kind of spooky, and I mean, it is kind of spooky. Also, timing your jumps here is important. Going the way that the little ghosties spawn doesn't always have to be left. Okay, let's try and make Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan worked. Yes, Phil Mickelson is the actual call of the second throw. But before Tropical Freeze, I had no idea who Phil Mickelson is, so I'm sorry. And then World 4, which, as you can see, is more so a water world, with obviously most of them being water stages. I have something good to say about this. The water stages in this game are not terrible. Controls are good. Unfortunately, Cranky Kong, if you were like an old player, this is where you would actually switch over to Diddy Kong. Remember how I said that Diddy Kong was not the best partner to use in the air? That's because his jetpack actually propels you forwards and is perfect for underwater. Even in funky mode, you would switch over to the DK and family for this stage. Or stage for this whole world. Unfortunately, I'm not one of the old crew. I never learned how to be as cool. But I'm just Funky Kong. There's nothing too wrong with Funky Kong though. He had some good things going on for him later on. Question how they can breathe. Just don't ask questions. So generally there is a breath meter, because this is Funky Kong or easy mode. Funky Kong can hold his breath indefinitely. See, he has a snorkel on his face. So instead of going forward, I'm going backwards after doing that switch. Because this is probably the best hidden secret exit of the whole game. And now that we're talking about... now that we're actually talking about the Donkey Kong family, this stage, 4A, Rock and Relics, is the only stage in the game, I believe, where you would have the trifecta of all the Kong helpers. I believe you start out with Dixie Kong because you need her hair to actually get into the bonus. Oh, I messed that up. Doesn't work, doesn't matter. Then you would switch over to Diddy Kong for a bit for the underwater sections. And you'd end with Cranky Kong. Because getting into another secret exit in the stage is very easy and actually only able to do with Cranky Kong. That was a really good combo. Some of these stages just feel like they were made for speedrunning, you know? Which, essentially they kind of are, because time attack is built into this this game. Okay, I'm gonna take this slow because I only have a limited amount of chances. There it is. There's a really good and pretty consistent setup with Cranky Kong though. Not so much for Funky. This is also a pretty interesting stage, because this is the only stage that had some sort of, like, non-intended glitch in the original version. You could actually get out of bounds in this stage, and then just fly all the way to the exit. And because there was no skybox, it looked really, really funky. Funkier than Funky himself. But because they actually fixed that, with good reason, obviously. I'm just taking the casual route. It's a really chill level. It's kind of a Metroidvania. You have to go from one chest to the other chest and loop around the stage. The music is cool, that's why I'm pretty chill right now. Then this third ring of bananas actually is a door to this place. Something you might not find in your first casual playthrough. This is the final key. This shark just loses interest right before my feet. I think Funky Kong has stinky feet. That's my game theory. What is yours? Okay, from this super chill level, I'm going to probably the only non-water level in this whole stage. Sea Stack Attack. And this is actually one of the coolest speedrun stages in this world. There's a lot of cool tech. If I would have hit the penguin, then the door would have been blown up immediately. Oh. This first part is kind of weird. Has to wait for this thing to drop. Yeah, this is definitely the best speedrun stage in this entire world. But I'm not lying. There's a trick coming up. We call that the strong dong in the community. I didn't do the strong dong, but that doesn't matter. Because I was on a good cycle. The strong dong basically is, you know how... Darn. Like, whenever something turns, imagine that you overshoot a little bit before correcting to where you need to go. So, just before that correction takes place, I would actually be aimed at the top barrel instead of the bottom barrel. That is a strong dong. I should say I haven't died in a few worlds. When was the last time? World 2. Yeah, I haven't died in a few worlds. Nice. Gotta keep that. Okay, one more stage before the final boss. Or final boss. Before the boss of this world. Which is, for an underwater fight, is a really cool fight. I know Donkey Kong Country 3 has an underwater boss. That weird spiky clam anemone. I don't exactly know what it is. Not how I wanted to, but I want to evade all of these. Because I'm actually using all of my health in here to go a little bit faster than normal. Okay, maybe not here. Okay, that's just insult to injury. Did I? I think I got a heart. Nice. I think there's one more recovery barrel. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, sure. So obviously, back on the Wii U, you only had one health to spare before you would actually lose your partner. So I'm just being a little bit too renegade-y. I'm totally not cautious at all. There's some other speed tech about this world specifically with partner switching that I neglected, but I thought it wasn't too interesting to know. The gist of it is that barrel switching on land can waste 2 seconds if you're not on cycle, but underwater it can waste you 5 seconds if you're just a little bit delayed, because underwater the barrels spin twice as slow. Which could be a good thing, can also be a bad thing. Okay, the boss. Fugu, with his giant butt. I'm not fat shaming him, I'm air shaming him. So I'm getting behind him and letting him push me into all of these spikes. And I know that I'm almost dead, but this is how I'm going to kill him. Fugu has a unique property that it have one heart and then bop him, that he will 99% of the time give me a heart so that I don't die. And that is how I'm trying to stay alive. The only important thing is that I need to make sure that Fugu pushes me into the spikes, because otherwise the direction I'm... Oh, this is bad. Yeah. The direction that I'm going to be like flung in is wrong. This can happen. That's why I'm setting up here very, very carefully. He mad. So Cranky Kong, well, pretty much useless underwater, is really good in this stage, or in this boss fight, for the reason that his cane can actually hit him while I am inside of him, which Funky Kong cannot do. Funky Kong cannot slap someone on the butt while he's inside that person or fish. That's a really bad description. Please don't think about how that looks like. Even better than Funky Kong, but don't worry about that, because from here on out, Funky Kong is, in whatever route, is the master, and you're only Funky Kong. Okay, this is the longest load of the game, because this area probably has a lot of assets. Oh no, what have I done? So this stage is all about fruits, and this stage, or this world, also tells a story. Ooh, I'm already low on health. Okay, let's try that again. That's where I died. Yeah, this is actually a pretty difficult stage, but there's not too much to talk about. Can just skip all of that. Don't look at that. Don't even need to wait for that platform to go all the way around. There's a lot of interesting skips you can do here. That's another skip like that. The trusty trolley that I don't have to wait for. That's an old strat. The trusty trolley. Oh, I miss it. Okay, good enough, good enough. Yeah, this whole world tells a story. In this stage you saw a lot of fruit getting harvested. Then in the next few stages it's getting processed. And at the end, what it produces is actually the whole reason we fight against the boss of this world. Oh man, I forgot. The boss of this world. Love him. And then this is another stage where I have to die in. This is another rocket stage. So let's see if we can go for full Kong. This is not a stage where I try to focus on getting full Kong. Because the stage is somewhat tricky, but not tricky enough to, like, not think about it. So my super final nemesis here is this penguin in a robot suit. It's really cute to see. Got hit, insta-heal. Love it. But there's an N right here. An O, even. This stage is pretty relaxing. The music, however, is pretty on beat. Don't need to move too much here. Yes, let's go for full Kong. No! Where was the N? Ah, I missed the N. Doesn't matter. And then quickly finish this world because that penguin, I don't want to show what's happening with that penguin in that robot suit. It's horrendous. What's 5-4 again? This is not that good of a stage, unfortunately. There's a lot of conveyor belts that I need to play with, while all of the watermelons and other stuff gets processed here. Oh. Doesn't matter if you're Funky Kong or not, you still can't, you know... Okay, I need to wait for one. Still can stand on fire. Well, sure. That was the G. Trying to only stand on the ones that go forward instead of backwards. Oh, I remember what the next stage is. 1, 2. Wait for the third one. And with a grab jump, you can barely make that. And that little barrel up there. The Speedman tried to, you know, get that. Like by delaying the camera and whatnot. Some other stuff, pause buffering. They tried everything to get into that thing early so we didn't have to do the climb, but now alas, to no avail, we couldn't do it. Okay, I remember this stage. This, in original mode with Donkey Kong, this is the worst part. Or the hardest part. This is an actual run killer. So, reminder how that you have one spare hit before your partner Kong dies. You need to carry Dixie Kong all the way to the end. And I don't know if she spawns here, but this barrel over here that I just threw is the only barrel in the entire stage. So you only had one hit, and you see how I'm doing right now. I already got hit. But this is fun. Oh, less fun. There's things everywhere that can hurt you. Yes, you. No. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And worse about it, there are checkpoints. So I might get hit here a few times, either to be a little bit faster or whatnot. But with Dixie Kong, you probably don't have the luxury. And all to just get down here, which only Dixie Kong can do, and maybe you can brute force it with Diddy Kong, but that doesn't change the fact that you need a partner at the end. And with that, we're going to probably the last global cycle, but more importantly, my personal favorite stage of the entire game. This is just so much fun to go through. Oh. Okay, I already messed up, but maybe I can fix it. Actually, maybe I'm already fixing it. I just need to get my health back. If I get hit here, it's all over. It's not actually all over, but just... that means that I'm gonna get hit here as well. Immediately, whoa. I'm gonna go back for that. There was a new route that I tried to do there earlier. Don't remember, whatever. It's just so good. There's a lot of stuff. I only have one heart, and I can still lose it because there's a pretty cool jump here as well. And instead of doing that casually by going from like at least 5 barrels, you can just fly over all of it. And then this is the last stage of this world, Frosty Fruits. In Frosty Fruits, you yeah, is there anything to say about it? All of the fruits that got prepared gets turned into something here. Into ice cubes? Did I really do that? I really jumped over the thing. At least I'm like right there, so it doesn't matter. Oh. First time for everything. These things are pretty cool because they give you extra speed. This is not... oh! I need to be careful here now. Okay, this is all good. Again, I'm using a lot of damage boosting to get through things. But even when I got hit there earlier... died earlier even. So yeah, they produce ice cream. And the next boss that we're going to fight, Bashmaster, which is the coolest name for a boss. He's just, you know, minding his business, and then we come out of a pipe. And make him lose his... look at him there. So him being mad at us is totally our fault. It doesn't mean that this boss has probably one of the best tracks in the game. And a pretty cool background, because this ice cube that we're spinning on... spoiler, we're spinning. It's actually rotating, so just keep looking at the background. And with every phase that passes, his fur will get a little bit more purple. So he's programmed to fall down 5 times. He fell down twice right now. And there's some more logic behind it. But there's nothing too scary. So now that we got 2 bounces down, he's going to do 3 right now. That's 1. That is number 2. And that is number, well, 5, I guess. So other than that, I guess, there's not a lot of RNG in here. Okay, so real quick, 1 ice cuber. Oh, heart. Nice. I only fell in the goop over there to, well, because I was invincible anyway, no good reason. Haha, what a joker. Taking damage boosts in this fight isn't as bad because you don't take too many. Okay, 1 more hit. The 1er, the 2er, the 3er, and 1. But oh no. Oh man, I missed. Okay, what's he gonna do now? What did I lose because of that? 15 seconds. Nothing too bad. Now we're finally quote-unquote home. If you've ever played DKC Returns, you know that there are 8 worlds. Well, and this stage has, or this world has 8 stages. One of them having a theme of the corresponding world of that game. So this is the jungle. Yeah, the jungle. And this song that you are hearing now is... Oh, that was the beginning of a Banana Slammer, but that didn't go as planned. Because I don't want to do a Banana Slammer. Yeah, this is the jungle. Forest is number 5. That is actually part of a speed trick if you timed it right. But I'm not doing that because it's way too awful in an RTA setting. Oh. And obviously I also didn't do it as expected. Or as intended. But it's a faster method that I believe I found. I'll make other people do it. Whatever, this is a really short stage, only a minute long. The end is pretty cool, you just fall off, and then you jump, and then you're basically where you need to go. Stage 2 is the beach, and it's actually really true to life. Because everything is ice, the ice water actually hurts you. It has an interesting property. It throws you to the nearest land. That means that if the land opposed to me is closer, I can actually abuse that. And I believe I will if boat skip doesn't go correctly. Again, most of these enemies are in the correct locations, so they just automatically throw you where you want to go. Really, as if this game was made for speedrunning. 2. See here. I got hit by water over there and just went all the way to where I needed to go instead of, you know, the place where you last stood, which most games do. And I don't blame those most games. Next stage are the ruins, the aqueduct assault? Aqueduct assault. There's some interesting lines, as the skateboarders would say. But also a giant skip you can do with the grab jump. Nope. I did a grab jump instead of a normal double jump, and that happened. And I have to start all over. That... yeah, that's where I died. I'm not going too fast because I am scared that I have to go back to, please go away. Go back to the start again. And I don't want that. This stage is too fun for that. One, 2, go under. Okay, and then this is a whole big climby section, but I can just double jump on here, do a really light grab jump, and just make it to the next one without actually climbing that whole structure. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. And for those who actually know returns and probably quit their playthrough in World 4, it's true to hear as well. That was auto-scroller world. With the 5 stages that it had, 3 of them were inside of a... what do you call that thing? Inside of a minecart, and 2 of them on a rocket. And out of the 3 minecarts in the speedrun... no, 2 minecarts in the speedrun, the coolest you don't do. Which is a real sad moment. Yeah, this is actually pretty difficult. Also, there are no recovery hearts at all. And there's only one checkpoint that matters. There's a second one, but that's after all the flying. Because you actually transform into a giant snowball, which essentially is a minecart. Ah, darn. So far, so good. That's 1 hit. That's 2 hits. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. That death was on purpose. Oh, that is that is a bat from one of those stages. He returns. I totally forgot about him. I've died maybe 5 or 6 times during this run, and I still have 34 lives. I know that I'm relatively well and fine in skill, in the skill department in this game. That is still a lot of lives that I have without even trying. So welcome in my minecart, which totally is a minecart if you look in the top left of the screen. Probably the first time you played this stage, you didn't know you could actually jump. I've seen Let's Players do that. There's no Dante of the Devil May Cry series in this game, fortunately, but it's just as meme-worthy. Okay, 4 more stages to go. 6-5, Forest Folly. Those who know, and those who don't know. That's all I'm saying about the stage. This is a pretty difficult stage. If I don't go like extremely underestimate or overestimate, I will show off the time trial for the stage. While I'm not going to do it, I can show you a little teaser. That's like the only thing I can. Imagine doing that, but for like a bigger portion of the stage. Like a really bigger portion of the stage. I'm scared thinking about it. Oh. That's literally the same thing. Come on, I can do this. I'm not going for the Inca Dinka, but I can do this. It's very easy to have your speed killed here. And go straight into the exit. Let's go. I should mention that even that super speed boost that I had, that's somewhat inconsistent. Okay, reminder what DKC Returns actually was popular for. These monotone stages that are super beautiful. Also, there's more epic climbing music. Enjoy. So this is pretty cool. The whole world is like crumbling down and you just need to escape. But even more cool is right here, I need to wait for the barrel. The barrel is already here. Just fall in, need to wait a little bit, and that's the end. Okay, 2 more stages. 6-7 is somewhat difficult, with a lot of damage boosting. 6-8 is just a really big anticlimax. And then the final boss, which clearly is a difficult, relatively fair boss fight. And because I'm super rusty, this is going to be something. I do agree that the silhouette look of, well, Returns and this stage is just definitely a selling point. So beautiful. Unfortunately, only 3 stages has it. And out of those 3 stages, you do only 1 in the run. Same for Returns. You don't do all the cool stages. Oh, sure, okay. I think I already took way too much damage for what I'm doing. I didn't need to jump there. Yeah, there's 1 more damage boost that I know I'm going to take. Which is right... that was the spot, but not what I was thinking about. Okay, now I do need to wait a little bit here. Okay, at least I didn't die. That is a win in my book. OG. The only letters I got. Sad. So, if you remember, the last world was the volcano. And the volcano generally has lava in it. In gaming, because otherwise it wouldn't... Why would you go to a volcano if there's no lava? There's lava here. But the only bad part about it, this is a forced Rambi stage. In all the other stages, you could choose to use him. No. We're gonna stay here with Rambi. I'm gonna gauge chat. Chat, how much do we like Rambi? Yes or no? I'm gonna take it way easy, because I know I could go a little bit fast, but I'm like half a year out of practice. I see a lot of love for Rambi. Okay. That means that everyone will hate me if I would, you know, throw him in the lava at the end of the stage. Oh. Okay, that was not intended, I swear. But look, we got new Rambi. Wait. Okay, last little bit. This is where the lava is chasing us. Get the G. Important letter. And normally I throw him in the water, in the lava, like right here, but nah, I'm taking him. I'm keeping him as the pet. Thanks, Rambi. You do you. Time is looking alright, I guess. So, assuming this boss fight doesn't go terrible, I have some time to show some things off. Okay, say hello to Frederick, the Snowman King. First off, he's going into the background, and I need to get him back to the foreground. So I need to throw a penguin against him. I could YOLO shot it, but I'm just gonna wait for him to, well, wait himself. And what I need to do is hit his face 3 times, because he will go from left to right and reverse 3 times. So if I miss, it's gonna cost me a lot of time. I did this perfectly, so I'm going to phase 2 right now. Also, music good. The first phase is always the easiest, so don't worry about it. Lots of potential to fail. And then from here on out, we're gonna do the same things. No, left and right, where are you going? I guess I could have YOLO shot it a little bit if I really wanted to. Okay, so now he goes faster and faster with each hit that I do. So now he goes faster. And now he goes super fast. I got hit, meaning that we're gonna do this again. So he's going slow again, but that's giving me a little bit of some hope. Okay, phase 3, final phase. Time is coming up in a minute or so. And now he's doing the pissing your pants. Because he goes so fast. While evading these dragons, I do want to give a shout out to all the people in the Tropical Freeze and the DKC Returns community. Thanks for Yeah. Running. And being absolute champs. I'm not gonna name names, but you know who you are. And if you want to join said community, the link is on Tropical Freeze and the Returns Discord leaderboard pages on speedrun.com. Okay, so I only hit him once out of 3 times, which is not too good. But fortunately, he spares us a little bit. He makes us do the piss in your pants again. Then he throws out these snow dragons out of his horn. And then he's gonna charge again. The time might come up. Yep. And time. In my book, that's a 135.20. Which is higher than I would have wanted it to be. But I don't mind. So I promised some things. So I need to show some cool things. If tech allows for it, of course. Because I actually do have some really cool things to show off. Okay, first off, I alluded to it. I'm only going to show off 2 stages. First off, Forced Folly. Like I said, you either know or you don't know. DKS, he's like the champ in most stages. He knows. Disclaimer, I am not playing. Or I am. I don't know. So this is pretty normal. He just rolls around. And then he waits. He waits? Why? Because they didn't have a good name for it. He actually goes back. See that? This is called the first boost. And some of them actually can do this in an RTA setting. And then the second... No, this is the third boost, the Snow Cedo. No! The third boost is called the Inca Dinka. Imagine. It's not as simple as you might think it is, obviously. Because there's a whole difference between holding the... like the jump button, like a millisecond, or a full second, or in between that. I think there's like 2 or 3 modes for that. Okay, Frantic Fields. I also alluded to this earlier. Let's Luigi is actually 0.04 seconds faster than DKS. Interesting. He plays as Donkey Kong. Not as Funky Kong, which is always welcome. Blink and you'll miss it. Like, you need to know exactly when to short hop, when to long hop, that kind of stuff. Or it'll kill your speed. And that's basically all of it. And here's some regular Cranky Kong gameplay. But hey, I guess that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Tropical Freeze. And thanks to, I forgot the runner's name, but the Mega Man runner before me, who is an absolute speedrunner. 6 hours under estimate. And thank you, of course, to Really Long Fun for the impromptu, well, chance for me to show this off, even though I haven't played this game in half a year. With that, I don't know what game is coming up after this. Okay, it was the runner Rish. That is not me. This is me. In any case, have a good day and enjoy the next run, which I forgot what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am not muted. Welcome to
Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2!
Exactly. This is Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 Sisters Generation. Just a quick filler run. So yeah. I hope you can hear me and everything should be working just fine now. We're going to be playing this game with the Conquest ending and no DLCs and a